Yo, what it do? You already know who it is. It's your boy Trent, aka Trent, here to bring you guys part 2 of the last video I made, pretty much explaining how many matches you need to purely win, purely lose, or purely disconnect from to get 5 characters. I said to get 5 characters from Prestige 1 level 1 to Prestige 4 level 10. Now, like I said in that last video, those were rough estimates, and since my math is off, I was literally just using a hypothesis and a hypothetical stipulation that you had to win every game or lose every game or get disconnected from every game. So rounding it up is something that I have yet to do for 330, 440, 660, and the special 1100. But for 220, the regular, I rounded it up, and it's I already forgot, but I can tell you it's in the 3000s. I'll just round it up and say 38,000 matches for all three, for winning, losing, and disconnecting. If you win or lose, if you're winning or losing, that's how the disconnects work. I know I said in the last video first and second half, that was completely wrong. You have to either be winning or losing to get those payouts, with losing obviously being the lowest of the payouts. So I finally have the rest of the disconnect payouts, because I figured, it should be easy to understand, because if you look at the wins and the disconnects, they're cut in half. If you look at the losses with the disconnects, those are also kind of cut in half. So like I said last time, disconnects for winning, I'll start with that going down. So disconnect for winning, no buff ball, is 110, right? 110 coins. So for that, you need to play 4,443 matches. Remember, I rounded up the number and added a match. Okay, alright. So for the 330, which again, rough estimate on both the payout and the number of matches. So if I'm right, it should be 165, and the number of matches you need to do are 2,963 matches. For the 440, that disconnect winning is 220, which is pretty much just like winning with no buff ball. So 2,222 matches seems easy enough. For 660, it's pretty much winning with the yellow buff ball, 1,482. And because I had to do it, the special that I came up with, the hypothesis situation where you have a black buff ball and it's a 444 coin weekend, the disconnect for that, the payout for that, again, another rough estimate, is 550. And the number of matches you need to win, disconnect from winning, just remember, all this is winning. The number of matches you need to disconnect from is 889. If you wanted to be punctual, it'd be 888. But again, rounded up, added a match. So let's talk about the losses now. So the losses for a regular game, no buff balls included, no weekend included, which is the payout of 60. You need to, like I said last time, I'm sorry I'm rambling, but like I said last time, it's 8,146 matches. That's a lot. So for the 330 yellow buff ball, it's 90. If I'm remembering correctly, it's 90. So for that, you need to disconnect while losing. Again, we did winning already, this is all losing. You have to disconnect, you have to be disconnected while losing 5,431 times. For the 440, which is 180, that's the payout losing, you have to disconnect 2,715 times, just like losing a regular game. And just like winning, with the buff ball for our special. The last one we just did. No, wait. I'm sorry, guys. I just completely skipped over the black buff ball. So for the black buff ball, it's losing with the yellow buff ball. So you need to disconnect from a match losing 1,811 times. And like I was saying before, our special, our black buff ball plus 440 coin weekend, you have to disconnect 1,482 times, or just win with the yellow buff ball that many times. It was the same. Yeah, so when you're cutting them in half, it's kind of the same. At least that's my rough estimate. I could be dead wrong. I could have messed everything up, and if I did, I apologize. Like I said, these are just rough estimates, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Especially, you know what? I know I'm wrong. For the I have a sinking feeling I'm wrong with the losses disconnect. But you know what? We're just gonna roll with that because it seems like that'll happen. I don't see why it wouldn't. So that's all the information. That is all the information. All right, that's everything. Okay. So because I don't have, you know, I don't have any buff balls that'll last me for like days on end, like the 30-day buff ball like some other people do. Oh, I mean, first things first, let me get this out the way. I would like to thank Zay Will, because if I didn't watch his one of his past live streams from to yesterday, I wouldn't have gotten the black buff ball disconnect coin amount. Because although I have it, I'm gonna save mine for tomorrow, because I have a plan on how to get at least 2 characters to Prestige 4 from Prestige 3, and I'll get into that in a minute. But Zay Will, Z-A-E Will, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. I would suggest you subscribe to him if you like live streams like that. Yeah, so thanks to him for having the black buff ball on deck when I needed it the most. So yeah. Also, thank you Shadow 10209089, my bad, 102089, Shadow 102089. He also helped with the yellow buff ball. You know, I had to double confirm it for real, but you know, like I said, my memory's kind of bad. I'm getting old. So thanks to him for having the yellow buff ball on deck for me to check out. So everything worked out in that regard. I got all the information for you guys as much as I could. So that was all the matches you need to win. As far as time goes, yeah, so I have an idea of what to do, but again, I'm pretty shaky on that as well. So what I figured out for a formula is I take the amount of matches that I need to do for the certain amount of coins that I want, and I divide that by however many matches I can do in an hour, which I said was 12. And so for the amount of coins that I want for all those ranges for the black buff ball, since I'm going to be using that, came out to winning would be 8 hours and 75 minutes, or I just rounded up to 9 hours. For losing, it'll be 10 hours, and for disconnecting, it's anywhere between about 12, 13, 14 to 15 hours. So tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I will be playing this game for 12 straight hours to push myself all the way over so I can get Kim and Carolina. Those are the 2 I'm going to be working on. I'm going to get Kim and Carolina to Prestige 4. Now, because I already have a lot of standard manuals on deck, and all I need are some more advanced manuals and position manuals, as well as the XP drinks themselves, I'll have a much easier time with this with the process of getting them up to speed with each other. I want to match them up so that they can, you know, prestige at the same time. I only have to do it once for Carolina and twice for Kim, so I'm getting practically two of the same set for 3 prestiges, which shouldn't be much of a problem. Like I said, I'm gonna do it for Kim. She's almost ready to go prestige 3, which shouldn't take long because I'm not wasting any advanced manuals on Kim. So I only have to buy one more pair extra advanced manuals for Kim. But the standard ones, I have to buy some more. I gotta buy, like, I believe I have to buy 26, because when I use the one I have on Kim, I think it goes down 2. This is for like the standard manuals. It'll go down 2, and then when I use it on Carolina to prestige her to prestige 4, it'll be like I'll have 8, so I'll need to buy 6 more. No, I'll have 6. I don't need to buy 7 more. My bad. So that way she can so that way I can go work on Kim. So the amount of coins that I need are, well, the total for this, if you didn't have any of the manuals to begin with, would be 95,000 coins. But because I don't need any more, but because all I need to do is buy $6,000 coins. My God, 6,000 coins worth of standard manuals, 16,000 coins worth of advanced manuals. I think I said that already. But let me repeat myself. I need to, since I only need 6,000 coins worth of standard manuals, 16,000 coins worth of, hold on, I'm having advanced manuals, and 3,500 coins worth of position manuals, I only need 69,500 coins. And because I have the black buff ball, I only need to do about 105 matches, which is about 8 hours. So yeah, I don't know if I'll live stream that. I probably won't, although it would help me keep up with the time. I probably won't live stream it because I think my internet would crap out on me if I did. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys so you guys know what's going to be happening for me for the next 3 days. I'm going to be doing this for the next 3 days. I'm going to be playing for 8 hours. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll stream 3 hours of my process. This will be a lot faster. I may be with friends, I may not be with friends, who knows, right? Yeah, as you can see, you know, I don't party up with people like that because of, especially when this happens when they forfeit, I don't like doing that because it kind of sets up this this kind of aura of fail, because all we did was make them quit. We didn't really dominate. But that's for another time. I'll explain in the live stream. This is about it for your boy. You already know who it is. Dead Silent Trent, aka Trent. I will see you guys next time. Please leave a like and subscribe.